Can a house with mold be saved?
A molded house, top to bottom, can be saved. Mold is something that's difficult to deal with and takes some expertise to clean up, but it can be done. And you would want to bring in some experts like Paul Davis Restoration to do an assessment, determine the overall cause of that mold, determine the cost to mitigate, clean up, and remove that mold, and then go from there based on those recommendations.
Does house insurance cover mold?
That depends on how the policy is written, and that's something that you would want to talk to your insurance carrier about. Paul Davis can come in and do an assessment and determine what is causing this mold and give you some pricing ideas on what it's going to take to clean that up. Then, in collaboration with you, we would like to communicate that back to your insurance company, let them know what's going on, and work out the best situation for the customer, depending on how that policy is written.
When should someone call a mold remediation company?
Well, if the extent of the mold is severe, you probably want to bring in some experts. Or if mold continues to show up in the same places time after time, even after cleaning it up, there may be some underlying water problems that need to be addressed. Those complex, larger projects, you want to bring in an expert. Or if you ever just to have some concerns or want some advice, a company like Paul Davis Restoration would come out and do that assessment at no charge and give you some feedback and ideas on how to move forward.
How do I hire a mold remediation company?
Well, call Paul Davis Restoration. We'd love to send out a team. We've got some specialty equipment, thermal cameras, moisture meters. We can do some hygienic testing to determine what's going on in that property and take an analysis to find out why is mold occurring in this property and what needs to be done to take care of it.
How do I know if mold is in my walls?
Mold needs two things to really grow. It needs a source of moisture and it needs something organic to grow on. So if a wall is wet, there's a pretty good chance that mold is going to start to develop. We can use some specialty equipment like thermal cameras, moisture meters to determine how wet are the walls, where is this water coming from, and then determine if there is a risk at mold and what to do about it.
Should you leave during mold remediation?
Not necessarily. Depending on how extensive the mold remediation project is, it will determine if the house is livable or not. To do mold remediation properly, we're going to contain the entire area of the affected space. And within that containment, we're going to do the mold remediation. That containment is not a place you want to hang out in, but anywhere outside of that containment is a safe space.
How much does a mold inspection cost?
A mold inspection from a team like Paul Davis Restoration doesn't cost anything. We're going to come out with our specialty equipment, moisture meters, and thermal cameras, try to determine where this moisture is coming from that's causing the mold, and make some recommendations moving forward. If we do want to take it to the next level, there are some costs involved with some hygienic testing, but that's typically going to be the next phase once that initial assessment has occurred.
Do mold remediation companies replace drywall?
A company like Paul Davis Restoration does replace the drywall. Our company offers full service, water cleanup, mold cleanup, all the repairs related to those types of damages we can handle within Paul Davis Restoration.